Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee with Carlson. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm starting to do a little bit of studio remodel. Hopefully, you'll see some big changes. Not big, but some changes over the next few weeks. This is one right here. I thought it was cool. I'm not sure if it being lit works or not, but we'll Comedy Central over here, right? Just kind of set it there so we could get a look at how it fits into the show. We'll work on that later. I think it actually looks better not lit. Sorry about that. Again, welcome to the show. Today is May 17th, 2021. Glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying your day. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Can't believe the weather's cool already. Last week I was sitting in the studio. The air conditioner up here doesn't work, so I have a little kind of window unit, one of those rolling window units. And I had it on, but I was still pretty warm. Today I'm cool. On Saturday, I was helping my beautiful wife out with her and her sister Jody's Beachbody business, and they did a little team retreat over in Charlotte Harbor, and we got to go over there and drive them around and show them a little bit of the town. But it was cold out there. It was cold. So shout out to those guys for everything they do. I think everything's working right. I think I'm streaming. I don't see anybody watching. I hope you guys are getting up. I would like to ask that if you have any ideas for future shows, please give me a shout out in the comments and let me know what those might be. I would love to have some new and innovative ideas and things to talk about. I might come back onto the market and crypto soon and talk about that a little bit more. I might talk about the unemployment stuff going on. But right now, let me get right into the day. First, a big shout out to my friends over at Faded Bistro, right down the street, a couple blocks away at Ridgewood Drive at 420 North Ridgewood Drive. If you haven't checked out Faded Bistro for a fantastic lunch, fantastic date night dinner, garden cafe outside, you can please stop by there and check them out. They also do a Sunday brunch, which right now with the weather like this, it was probably beautiful yesterday. If you haven't been by there, please check them out. And I'm going to talk about them a little bit later too. Don't forget your strangely warmed cup of coffee. For those of you that haven't tried it yet, you can pick it up right downtown. But we'll talk about them a little bit later too. Today is the extended tax day. Not extended. Today is the updated tax due date for this year. So if your tax return is due today and you don't have everything ready, file an extension. You can just search IRS form 4868. You can postmark that today so that you get it off and get your extension in. If you're one of our clients and you brought your return in the last 2 weeks, chances are you're going to be in an extension. You don't need to do anything. I'm going to file those electronically for you today, so you don't need to worry about that. If you haven't come in to see us or touch base with us, please give us a call at the office, 863-382-4141. Or shoot me an email, jeff@carlsonaccounting.com, just to let us know to throw an email out. If you've already done that, we're good. We'll get the extension filed for you, so you need to do nothing. All right. Today's topic, online shopping, reservations, appointments. Everybody's doing a lot more online, and I want to talk about shopping local and the impact that it has on some of my customers. Some of you may not realize this, but there are expenses associated with just about everything you do online. And it makes it more convenient for you, but it could be hurting that merchant. And today we'll use, there are several examples. Faded Bistro, you can make reservations at opentable.com, at Heal by Touch, Ashley over at Heal by Touch Massage and Float Therapy. You can make appointments. I think you can still do that online through their webpage. I know you could at one point. I'm not sure if she still has that set up because I call and set those up. Also through my office, you can set up appointments right online and shopping online. So there's been a lot. This is kind of my main focus, but exciting news that Strangely Warm Coffee is now available on Amazon.com. And I was really happy to hear that. Dan and I had lunch last week and he told me about it. And I think it's a fantastic thing. It's a way for people to get out there. But I wanted to say that shopping local doesn't always mean that you have to go into a storefront and buy it local. Sometimes you can buy it online. So there's been a lot of people saying, let's not buy from Amazon anymore. A lot of the people selling goods on Amazon are A lot of the people selling goods on Amazon are actually small businesses from around the country. Now, sometimes what I'll do is I'll look at the product to do maybe a looking for a particular model number of something, and you can look at it on there, and it'll tell you right underneath the product description who the vendor is. Sometimes it's Amazon, sometimes it's Amazon fulfillment. Amazon fulfillment sometimes still means that it's coming from a local merchant. Sometimes it gives you the actual name of the vendor. Sometimes you can go straight to their website and buy it directly from them. And let me talk about why that's important. When you're buying something like strangely warm coffee on Amazon.com, two things are going to happen. One is you're going to pay a little bit more for the product. And the reason for that is that Amazon takes a cut, the credit card company takes a cut. So there's lots of cuts that come out of the money that goes to the local vendor. So in order to try and make them whole, they charge a little bit more for the products. So you want to just be cognizant of that, especially in the case of that. If you're here in Highlands County and you want some good, wholesome, strangely warm coffee that's roasted right here in downtown Sebring, you can pick it up right over there at Legacy Bicycles. You're going to pay a little bit less, and you're going to help out Strangely Warm Coffee a little bit more by saving them some money in the fees. Now, if you spend part of your time up north and part of your time down here, then that's a great way for you to be able to collect that in order for you to be able to get some of the product while you're up there. But you might also be able to call the vendor and get them to ship it directly from you or from their website versus getting it through there. But it's a great way to open up your product across the board. I'm not saying it's bad at all, but if you have the opportunity to buy it local, actually walk in the shop, buy it. And I'm guilty of this. I like the convenience of things being shipped to me. I like the convenience of making appointments online. So you have to just take that extra step and support the local vendors, because right now more than ever, everyone needs the extra support, any support that they can get. The same thing is true with Open Table. And I didn't actually realize this. We use Open Table a lot when we're out of town and we're trying to figure out what restaurant to go to and where we want to eat that night if we don't already have that in mind, especially if we're in a community we've never been to before. I think Open Table is a fantastic tool for that. But when you have someone local like Faded Bistro and Beer Garden who is listed on Open Table, it actually costs them real dollars when you make a reservation on there. Let's say, I'm not sure the exact number, but say you make a reservation for 4, they might take $2 per seat off of that, so they lose $8. And that might not sound like a lot to you, but if you're going in for dinner and it's 4 of you, maybe your bill's $100. If you take 8 of that away from the reservation cost, that's a pretty good clip out of their margin. And restaurants don't have very high margins anyway. So in that instance, give those guys a call. You can call real quick. Try to call in the non-busy times, maybe from 2 to 5 when they're transitioning from lunch to supper. Or before 11 when before lunch is opened up, but try and give them a call and save a few bucks. It helps the vendor out, in this case, the restaurant, and it's going to save them money, which then helps out all the employees that are there, and you go. So if you're in Sebring and you're making those reservations, try to do it directly through the restaurant so that you save them a little bit of money on Open Table. The other thing that costs money is for the vendor is something like a delivery service like Uber Eats or Grubhub. Those delivery services sometimes the restaurant almost loses money through the sale because of the fees that are charged to them. And then sometimes they get a bad rep. They get a bad review, let's say, or the person who's buying the food is upset when it gets there, because you have to remember that those are third-party delivery services. Those aren't the restaurant that's delivering them. It's a third party. So if you go to Grubhub or Uber Eats and you order something from Faded Bistro and Beer Garden, and they cook it and prepare it for you, and then the third party goes to pick it up, they have no control over how long it takes that person to get to the restaurant. If they get there way after the food's done or way early before it's done, how many people they're picking up along their way so that they can try and save money and be more efficient. So they don't have any control over anything that happens after they cook the food and hand it off to you. So something for you to think about when you're ordering through one of those delivery services, that you're not hurting the restaurant because it has no bearing on them. They have no control over it. So At the end of the day, the message for you today is if you really want to support local and buy local, then do that. Buy it local. Don't go through the Amazon channel. Don't go through OpenTable or one of those other places to make a reservation or buy a product that you can readily get right here inside a store or restaurant nearby. And it's not that big of a deal. Most restaurants will have takeout, so you can just call them up, order what you want, and go pick it up. Which is not as convenient unless you have kids that can drive, and then you can send them off. Or if you have a great wife like Jessica and you can say, hey, babe, you want to go pick up food for us tonight? No, she just walked in with Alice, so they're hanging out in the studio this morning. I wish I had a remote. I could turn the camera at them, which she would love today. All right, guys, that's all I've got today. Thank you for everyone that's watching this morning. Thank you for everyone that watches all the time. If you need any help from us, you can reach us at carlsonaccounting.com. Our phone, 863-382-4141, or you can make an appointment right on the web, whether it's virtual, phone, or in person. You can go click on the link on our webpage, carlsonaccounting.com, and make that appointment right there. I hope you have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week. Buy local.